Good afternoon, this is Avnamara. You like it better when the lights are off or when the lights are on? I'll just make it with the lights off. You guys will need the light, right? You guys are my show I made earlier this morning. I'm going to make this video, and after that, after part one, I'm going to put my bike in the garage and charge it. Because after this video, I'm going to go to the library and register for my membership at the pool place. In the library in Elmer, right? That I showed you guys in my vlog I made 2 years ago. Yeah, the Elmer Library used to be way downtown next to the marina, but now it's in the mall, as I showed you guys. That used to be the Elmer Cinema, but now it's the library. What closed down Elmer Cinema? COVID. COVID closed it down. It used to be an Elmer Cinema here in Elmer. I used to go all the time, watch movies there, but it closed down because of COVID, right? They had to close it down. They weren't making any money. They had to close it. The city gave the owners a good deal, and they sold it to the city, and now it's a library right now. Unfortunately, yeah. Is today your cheat day, Ivan? Yes. This is my lunch. I'm eating leftovers from yesterday. Chicken, sweet and sour chicken with potatoes, and like rice with like tomato sauce and onion rings. And onions. It's good. Where are you gonna get the item? I might get McDonald's. Or I can get the burger at the Depanneur place near Dinty's, but the burger at the Depanneur near Dinty's is more expensive, whereas McDonald's is cheaper, obviously. You can get 4 McDoubles, 2 pies for like $23 at McDonald's. Whereas other places, it's like $35 for that. Yeah, it's more expensive. I just wish they had a Burger King and Wendy's in Elmer. Elmer doesn't have a Burger King or a Wendy's right now. Because I like Burger King and Wendy's more than McDonald's. I prefer Burger King over McDonald's right now. Without even them. You're crazy. McDonald's is better. Yeah, the reason why McDonald's is the most popular fast food chain, because their burgers, they put stuff in their burger that has more of that. McDonald's has the addicting taste, tasting burgers and fries. That's why it's number one. But I like Burger King more than McDonald's. You know. And Wendy's too. I prefer Wendy's. Wendy's is my favorite burger chain. I like Wendy's more than Burger King. I think Wendy's is better than Burger King. They have amazing burgers. Wendy's, man. It's fucking amazing food. Ivan, for your world tour, will you take the actors to Burger King and Wendy's and all that stuff? Sometimes, maybe, yeah. But most of the time, we're eating at a fast food, at a buffet restaurant. Or sometimes, obviously, but sometimes if there's no buffet restaurant, I might just take the actors to Burger King and they can get whatever they want. They can get like 4 Whoppers. They can get, yeah, you guys get whatever you want. Or you're well fed, right? Well, with VJ, I'm going to be going to Burger King and Wendy's a lot in Vancouver, right? Yeah. Well, McDonald's once in a while, but McDonald's it's very annoying. When you eat it a lot. That's the one thing I like about Almere. Almere is a small town, so you don't have much compared to like Ottawa. Ottawa's a big city. They have everything. They have Wendy's, Burger King, everything. McDonald's. All Almere has is A&Ws and McDonald's. And they have Subway, Tim Hortons, but they don't have a Wendy's or Burger King. But I believe in the future they're going to build a Wendy's and Burger King in Almere in the future. Well, Almere's a small little town, so they don't have much here. So it's like, remember my vlog with Tony? I'm like, Tony, you should live in Almere. Yeah, but he's like, but Almere doesn't have much stuff. Yeah, Almere's a small little town. It doesn't have much stuff. That's what Connor Almere, right? So you're not used to living in a big city. No, I only lived in Montreal for like 6 years of my life when I was a kid. I grew up in small towns. That's why when I went to New York, I was shocked by how crowded the city was. I've been to Ottawa many times. It's next to Alma, but Ottawa's not as crowded as New York. Ottawa only has 1 million people living there. Whereas New York, I think they have 9 to 10 million people living there. It was so crowded, I was shocked by how crowded New York was. It was crazy, man, when I went to New York. This is what, 10 years ago? Yeah. Why did you go to New York? I auditioned for a movie part, an independent movie. I didn't get the part. I know why I didn't get the part, because the doors were locked to me, obviously. I auditioned for a movie, for an independent movie. It was a low budget independent movie, and I didn't get the part. I was so pissed off, man. I fucking paid all this money just to come to New York to audition for a movie, and then the guy just sends me home. Yeah, I was so pissed off. Yeah. That's how you know I'm a hard worker. I was determined to get that part. I didn't get it. Did you stay in a hotel? No, I didn't. I slept on the bus. I didn't have any place to stay. Yeah. What'd you do? Okay. I took the bus drove me to New York. And I slept on the bus. And when I arrived to New York in the morning, my audition was at 2:30 in the morning. So what I did was I killed time. I had my breakfast. I only had like $500 in my account, so I had my breakfast. I had my breakfast, and then I saw Ant-Man in the movie on theaters to kill time. I saw Ant-Man after my audition. I just had breakfast and I just chilled at like a place, and I just like looked at my phone, obviously, and I was starting to stink, so I had to go to the I brought my own soap and my own deodorant, so I went to the bathroom and I would wash my body in the bathroom with soap and everything, wash my face, put deodorant on, and I didn't have a place to stay. That's how you know what I was really determined to get that part. And whenever I went to the place, it was I don't know, 30 people there for the audition. Back then, I didn't know doors were locked, man. I didn't know, man. I was ignorant. And I didn't get the part. I know why I didn't get the part, because the doors were locked me. Had the doors been open on me, I would have got the part, man. Because I'm fucking why. Yeah. How did you get to audition, Ivan? I was signed up with Backstage. You guys remember my Backstage account? Yeah. Backstage, they had all these listings, obviously, and I went to the audition in New York for the movie. I didn't get the part. Yeah. My fuck, man, I just came all this way, and the guy just brushes me off. I didn't know there was locking about them. Then after that, I watched Ant-Man on theaters. This is back to 2015. Yeah, I watched Ant-Man on theaters. I fell asleep through Ant-Man because I was tired. I only had like 3 hours of sleep on the bus. Because Ottawa to New York is like a 12-hour bus ride, 12-hour bus ride. I slept for maybe 3-4 hours. I was a bit tired. So I remember I watched Ant-Man at the theaters, but I passed out. I was sleeping while I was watching it. And after that, I paid for a bus tour of New York. I went on this bus tour, touring near New York and everything. I remember when I went on the tour, the tour guide's like, yeah, this is where Jay-Z went to school in New York. In what? I saw Jay-Z school, yeah, they told us, yeah, this is where Jay-Z went to school in his younger days, yeah, in New York. Brooklyn area, I think? Yeah, Brooklyn area. Jay-Z went here. Oh, that's cool. I saw the Empire State Building. I saw the river, the river in New York. But man, New York was crowded. It was filthy. I'm like, yeah, I never want to live here. Yeah. So you pursued acting. Yeah, I pursued modeling and acting. For modeling, I went to Montreal for that. I was supposed to sign with this agency. You could tell when the lady saw me. She gave me that look. Yeah. This is our star. They would have signed because those were locked to me. I did not get the job, obviously. I went to New York for the audition. After that, I went to Virginia to sign with this marketing firm. But they charged me $1,500, which I had to pay off. They're fucking evils, guys. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan, you have to pay us $1,500, and I have to pay them back the $1,500. I did pay them back. They forced me to pay them back when I signed with them when they knew the doors were locked. I mean, they're fucking wicked evils, guys. But they hooked me up with a bunch of Hollywood stuff and everything. Extra roles in Hollywood, small speaking roles in Hollywood. I had all the access to all that. I'm not joking around. I actually had access to Hollywood television shows and everything. Small speaking roles and everything. But I now know why I couldn't get the job. Because the doors were locked on me. And I couldn't afford to go to America and audition all stuff. It's too expensive. So it didn't work out, obviously. They also hooked me up with Canadian listings too. Casting listings too and all that stuff. So Ivan, you owe us $1,500. Yeah, I'll pay you the money. I have to pay them back, man. It took me like a month and a half to pay them to pay it off. $1,500 was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. That's my story. It all went out for the good. Even though the doors were locked and I didn't get those parts. You know what I'm saying? I have the keys. I wrote my last Jose's book. The bullets coming off the book. I can now what? Achieve my dream of VJ and star of my Uncle Zubair in Hollywood. So it all worked out for the good right here. Is it a bit too dark for you guys? I'll put the light on, guys. It's a bit dark in here, huh? That's better. Yeah. Now after this video, I'm going to brush my teeth, take a shower, and I'm going to go to the library and register for my my pool membership at the pool place. I'm going to start swimming tomorrow. Yeah. So I have that marketing company. Yeah, that marketing company, I don't mean to be rude. They're kind of a scam because they charge me money for it. Yeah. I signed the contract. Yeah, you have to pay us $1,500. But they're not really a scam because they did hook me up. They did hook me up with all these listings in Hollywood, even independent movies and even Hollywood television shows and movies. Like they had listings for like Teenage Ninja Turtles 2 for like an extra role. They had Gotham. I remember they had Gotham listings. They had Vampire Diaries listings, all stuff for extras. I had all the hookups, but now I know why it didn't work out because the doors were locked on me. And they had a lot of listings for independent movies too. Like yeah, this is gonna open the door for me, but I didn't know that the doors were locked on me. I didn't know I was white back then. I didn't know I was God. I was ignorant. But now I know why it didn't work out because the doors were locked on me. But even though it didn't work out, I had like like nice connections, man, to like even Hollywood movies and independent movies and everything. I saw the listings. Yeah, Ninja Turtles 2, Gotham. I think Person of Interest 2. They had independent movie roles. They had reality television roles, all that stuff, man. But I couldn't go because I couldn't afford it. Yeah, I can't afford. I can't afford to go to America. I only make like 500, 600 dues. I can't afford it. That's why I didn't work out. And I asked the guy for candle listings. They gave me candle listings, but I couldn't afford it because it's all in like Toronto and everything. I just couldn't afford it. I was making minimum wage. But it all worked out for the good. As I know I'm a guy. I know I have the keys. I wrote my masterpiece last Brazilians, and the billions I make all that, I can now start my film studio better than all the Hollywood companies. So all those companies I signed with, screw you guys. Yeah. I also signed with the Ottawa agency. They hooked me up with Hollywood television shows too, but they yeah, Ivan, will sign you. But they never called me after that because I now know why they never called me because what? Doors were locked on embassy. Yeah. Had the door been open on me, I would have. They would have signed me. Obviously, I'm fucking why make the companies easy money, right? Why? Yeah. So why you didn't have an agent? Well, no, I was supposed to get an agent when I auditioned to there's an Ottawa agency for actors too. I went to the place and I'm saying they told me, Ivan, we love your picture, we love your headshot picture and everything. We think you're good for the company, but they never called me back. Because the gate said, yeah, do not sign Ivan. The doors are locked on Ivan. That's why I would have had my own agent, but it didn't work out, obviously. I now know why, because the doors were locked on me, obviously. It all worked out for the good, man. Even those guys reject me and everything, and they dupe me and everything. I wrote my Zane's book, last Zane's book, and I'm gonna have millions off that, and I get to start my films with BJ Barrett in Hollywood. Did you ever have a speaking role? Yes. When I applied, when I went to an audition for an Algonquin College student project, student short film, I got the part and I filmed everything in the apartment and everything. I had a supporting role. And I signed the contract. Yeah, Ivan, you're not getting paid for this. This is volunteer work. And I asked for the footage. Those guys never gave me the footage, man. The fucking assholes, man. I would have posted it on my YouTube channel or my Backstage account. They never gave me the footage. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know who you are. You guys are not with my company. These people are out. And you get what you fucking deserve. I'm gonna be one of them. I'm gonna have my own films with Barrett in Hollywood. Those guys get what they deserve. There they go. Never gave me the fucking footage, man. I never got to see it. Yeah. 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 You're not gonna go swimming today, Ivan? No, I'll go tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll start my swimming at the pool place. I'll go around maybe 2, 3 in the afternoon. I'll go swimming. Yeah, tomorrow. I'll go swimming. I'm gonna start my swimming. Today I'm gonna eat my junk food, but starting tomorrow I'm gonna just eat food at home. The healthy food at home, like my chicken, my rice, that kind of stuff, and salad. Yeah. Yeah. God, you look good in that low burger video, I know. You were so fucking hot in hazmat video, I know. And I was me at 233. I was like, yeah, Ivan, you were fucking hot in hazmat video, I know. I was me at 233. 233, 232 around there. 194, I'll be skinnier now. I'll be fucking hazmat 194. Skinny like Prison 40 when he dated VJ. Like 10 years ago, yeah. 10, 12 years ago. Pearson dated VJ from 2013 to 2015. So 12 years ago, yeah, VJ started dating Prison 40. Yeah. Yeah. Ivy, you went home with a woman in your life? Yes, I told you my story. I could have went home with a good maybe, I don't know, 5 women in my life. I could have had a few girlfriends too. I told the story how in grade 8, there was this chick, she was in my grade 8 class at York, obviously, she liked me. She was not bad, she had glasses. She was not bad, and she asked me, Ivan, do you want to be my girlfriend? I'm like, no, I don't want to be your girlfriend. And we're passing out notes in class. We've gotten shit for it too. We're passing notes back and forth to each other, and she's like, "Do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to be my boyfriend?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to be your boyfriend. I wasn't really interested in her, honestly." Yeah. So I could have had even girlfriends in my life, but I said no. I declined. I passed the test every single time. But Victoria Justice failed the test. She's fucking stupid. She fucks guys every fucking week. That's why I'm not gonna let that woman do me. No way. Okay, my girlfriend, if you're pissed off, I'm gonna lose the weight. And if you're pissed off, bitch, I'm sorry. Karma's a bitch. I'm not going to listen to you when you cry at me because you don't listen to me either. That's how it works. Yeah, I expect Arvin to listen to me, but I don't listen to him when he tells me to stop seeing the guys. Yes, VJ. I tell you to fucking stop seeing the guys. You don't listen. That's why I get my girlfriend. I'm not supposed to do either. I'm going to keep seeing the chick too. That's how it works. You can't be selfish, VJ. I'm not going to have you do that. Like, no way. Some Sarah. Yeah. And I told you the story when I was in grade 8. When I was in grade 8, obviously, we did this thing whereby I told you the story whereby like there were kids who went to school in the country in Ottawa, and kids who went like York was right downtown Ottawa. So the city guys we went to the other student school, which is in the countryside, to see what's like to live in the country and go to a high school in the country. I'm like, man, I would never want to live in the country, man. It seems boring here, you know what I'm saying? And the country guys came to York to see what it's like to go to school in the city. I remember there was one chick in that class. She was the hottest one in the class. I found her very attractive. She kept staring at me with that look, you know what I'm saying? And one of the chicks that in my grade 8 class, she told me, Ivan, that chick likes you. She told me that. I was in grade 8. She was a hot chick too. She was very attractive. What was she, Ivan? She looked mulatto or maybe Spanish or something like that. She was the most attractive chick there in that grade 8 class. And the one of the chicks that in my grade 8 class told me, Ivan, that chick likes you. She likes you, Ivan. She told me that. I remember that. Yeah. That was 20 years ago, right? Yeah. She likes you, Ivan. Yeah, she told me that one chick. I remember that. Yeah. There was a time when I went to the bar. There's a bar in Ottawa called Amigos Bar. I used to go there a lot after my shift at Coors, when I worked at Coors. I remember there was this one waiter chick. She was not bad. She left her number on the table for me. I didn't take the number. And the other bartender, who's pretty hot, she's like, whose number is this? I'm saying she took the number and she threw it away. Yeah. The chick left her number on the table for me. She actually, I'm not hearing wrong, guys. She left her number. Yeah. I didn't take it. She left it right where I was sitting. I was talking to her. I had a smoke. I go inside. I see the paper. I see her number. I'm just like, what the fuck? I didn't take it. I didn't take the number. Pass the test again. Your test has failed, and I pass the test all the time. Yeah, this is why I didn't even know who used my wife. But this is when I was starting to wake up a little bit about me being God. This is back in 2018. 2018 was a year when I started to start waking up a little bit. That's the year when I found out I was God and me using my wife. That's when I figured everything out. God protect me, right? Yeah. Yeah. But enough's enough, man. Even though I passed the test, VJ, enough's enough. I'm not gonna have you do that, man. What about you? You're fucking on that line back. You have all these boyfriends. I'm gonna lose this weight. I'm gonna have my girlfriend. If you're pissed off, VJ, I'm sorry. Karma's a bitch. I'm not gonna have you do that, man. No way. I've been faithful to you for 33 years. Enough's enough, man. I'm getting my girlfriend. There you go. You're a cheating whore. You see these guys on my back. Now you're first boyfriends. I'm getting my girlfriend doing it. If you give me hell and throw all these thoughts, it's noise. They're gonna ignore you. And I'm not gonna listen to you when you cry me because you're gonna keep seeing the guys. There you go, VJ. Can't be selfish. She's a crazy woman, Ivan. She wants her full pay. She's fucking evil, that woman. Yeah, I love having all these moments with all these guys, but I don't want to even have one with that one woman, one chick. While you're having all these moments with all these guys on back, man, you're fucking evil, VJ, man. Why don't you do that, man? No way. You're gonna keep seeing the guys, I'm gonna keep seeing the chick too. It's how it works. Don't hate what I'm saying, yeah. So, huh? Yeah. I also could have went home with 3 strippers. Yeah. I remember I was grinding this black chick, this black stripper. She gave me a lap dance, and she literally told me, "Oh, put it in." I'm like, "No, I'm not putting it in. I don't know what you fucking have. Are you fucking crazy?" She's like, "Put it in, put it in." I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna fucking have sex with you in the fucking booth. Are you fucking crazy? I don't know what you have." I didn't do it. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not putting it in." I'm like, "Fuck that." And there was one waiter who was very attractive. She was a very attractive chick, and she was grinding during me, obviously. And she's like, I want to suck your dick so bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no. She's like, come on. She's like begging me. She's like, come on. Which means sex, obviously, right? Yeah. If a woman wants to blow you, that means they want to fuck you, obviously, right? And there was another chick who was not that hot. She was not bad. She had a not bad body. She was pretty hot. She's like, yeah, I want to suck your area after. I'm like, here. She's like, no, after. I'm like, no. I said no. She gave me that look. I'm like, no, I'm not having sex with you. So I passed the test every single time. And it was another time when I went to the Elmer bar. I told you my story. There was this one chick who worked there. She was pretty attractive chick. She had a nice body, you know what I'm saying? Big tits, big ass, I'm saying. And what? And I was talking to her all night long, and she gave me $10 for the cab. Here, Ivan, here's $10 for your cab ride back home. I'm gonna go change. And she went to go change, and I was waiting, and then something told me, Ivan, don't do it, just leave, and I left. I left. I didn't do it. And she was a hot chick too. I guarantee you, all John Cameron and all the Hollywood Ivan, you're fucking crazy, man. If a hot stripper or a hot bartender like was willing to go home with you, I would go home with them and fuck them. Ivan, yeah, and I didn't. I left while she was changing. I was waiting. She was taking I don't know. I waited for good like 4 or 5 minutes. And the other bartender, he was a guy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me, Ivan, this is not worth it. Just leave. And I left. Like, fuck this, I'm not doing this. And I went, I think I got McDonald's, and I got McDonald's, and I watched, I think, a movie, a television show. I think I watched, like, Suits or something like that. Yeah, I went home and I had McDonald's, I watched Suits. Yeah. The next day I came to the bar, she's like, where were you, Ivan? I was waiting for you and everything. I felt bad for her, you know what I'm saying? And I bought her a round of round shot of liquor, right? Yeah. She probably was heartbroken when I left, obviously. She might have cried maybe because of why, right? I left. Ivan, you're a bad boy. Yeah, deep down I'm a bad boy, obviously. I left. I didn't do it. Did you know Vijay was your wife back then? I knew a little bit about Vijay, but I wasn't 100% convinced Vijay was my wife. But that was around the time I woke up, or around the time I was starting to wake up. Like back in 2018, I left, man. She was changing and I just left. I left. I paid my bill and I left. And I bought McDonald's, I think, and I watched like a television show. I think I watched Suits or something like that. I don't remember. I watched a television show on my phone, yeah. But enough's enough, man. I've been faithful to Vijay for 37 years. You're gonna keep seeing this guy on my back. I have every right to get my girlfriend Vijay. I'm gonna lose this weight and get my girlfriend. If you're pissed off Vijay, I'm sorry. Karma's a bitch. I'm not gonna have to do that, man. You can't be selfish, Vijay, because you're fucking evil. Expect me to stay with the woman you can't stay with, man, Vijay. You're fucking crazy. Yeah, Ivan, I'm blinded by my feelings for you, Ivan. I'm a psychotic woman. Yeah, Vijay, you are psychotic. You're so blind that, like, you're even willing to give me hell for dating one chick when you've been cheating on me for almost 20 years of your life, Vijay. You're fucking crazy, man. You're not worthy of virginity, Vijay, and you know it, man. You're a wicked sinner, man. Who fucks guys every day. I'm gonna get my girlfriend. If you're pissed off, I'm sorry. Karma's a bitch. I'm not going to listen to you either. There you go. You don't listen to me, Vijay. I'm not listening to you either. That's how it works. There you go. Sarah? You have a sad life. I have a very sad life. Very sad life. That's why the gays are touching my money. But after what you put with your life, I'm not going to let you take control of my money. You're fucking crazy. The billions of things goes for me and BJ. It's not for you. You're just a greedy pig. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. Will you do another rap? I mean, yeah, I might do another rap about VJ's hypocrisy. Another I know how to make raps now. I can also put my slideshow for my transformation. I know how to do it now. You go on YouTube Creator now. YouTube Creator, you can post pictures, videos there, and you can also put beats. That's why you guys heard my selfish rap song right a couple days ago. That was pretty sick, I know. I was exposing me as hypocrisy. Yeah, I'm like, shut up, you hypocrite. You know, baby, I'm innocent. Never touch a single chick. Just shut up, you hypocrite. Yeah. He's a hypocrite, man. If you're gonna keep seeing the guys beat you, I'm gonna keep seeing the chick too. It's how it works, man. I'm not gonna have to do that, man. You can yell me all you want, I'm not gonna listen to you. You don't listen to me either. I keep telling you, BJ, I'm being serious here, man. If you don't want me getting girlfriend, I want you to take all those fucking numbers and delete it. And stop seeing the guys on my back. I can't do it. I like them. Yeah, I like her too. There you go. You want to be selfish, BJ? We'll be selfish together. That's how it works. You can't be selfish. You expect me to stay away from the woman for you, but you can't even stay away from the man for me. I had different standards. I mean, yeah, BJ, that's why I call you a selfish bitch, man. You're fucking evil, man. You want your whole cake, you're not gonna get your whole cake. You don't want me seeing the chick, BJ. I'm being serious, man. Stop seeing the guys behind my back. I can't do it, Ivan. We've been hooking up for years and months. Yeah, since I'm gonna keep seeing the chick too. It's how it works. I'm not gonna listen to you. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Did you have had girlfriends in high school? Yes. I told you the one bitch who I told you there was two chicks who I like. I liked quite a few chicks in high school, obviously, but there was remember that chick who I grinded with at the dance? She looked like Spanish. Yeah, I was wearing a red shirt. You guys remember that picture, right? When I was wearing a red shirt and I was grinding dirt with her. I had a little bit of a crush on her too. And she also took a picture with me when I was in grade 9. You saw this Arab guy. Remember that picture, guys? When you saw that Arab guy. He was standing right next to me. I'm sitting down, and the other guy who was next to me, that's the guy who took pictures with me and Selena Gomez, who made up with the chick he likes friend. That's the guy who was standing right next to me. There was a Spanish girl who had her arms around me. She's like this. That's the same chick who I grinded with in grade 11. So the picture where I had the red shirt when I was grinding with that chick, that was when I was in grade 11. The other picture where I had the peace out sign standing next to the Arab guy, and she said peace out right next to me. That's when I was in grade 9, and I cut my hair. I had a buzz cut hair. Yeah, that was when I was in grade 9. That chick I liked a little bit too in high school. But the chick I liked the most was the blonde chick. Remember the Little Red Riding Hood picture that I did? You saw the chick with the purple shirt, and you see her giving me the basket. I play Little Red Riding Hood in the play. Obviously, I did in grade 11, my drama class. That's the chick who I had a major crush on in high school. She said, "I love you, Ivan." Yeah, that's the chick who I liked in grade 11 and grade 10. I liked her, but I also liked this other chick who was the bitch, obviously, who fucked my best friend at the time, his older brother, in the same house I'm fucking sleeping in. She's a bitch, obviously. She could have been my girlfriend, but like my best friend at the time, his older brother sabotaged me and her's thing because I don't know why he sabotaged it because they were jealous. They didn't want me having a girlfriend. And my best friend at the time, his older brother had a girlfriend who they were on a break, and he fucked that other chick in the same house I'm sleeping in. Yeah. They either fucked or they did some oral sex or something like that. Because I remember the next day, when I woke up, I found them sleeping in the same bed. I peeked through the door, they were sleeping in the same bed. And she had hickeys on her neck. Usually, hickeys is caused by you being horny, right? When you're horny, you can get hickeys on your neck. They obviously fucked. Yeah, I remember I was so sad. I was heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I eventually got over that chick. Yeah. I told you the story when I went to the dance. I got over after that dance. I'm like, fuck this bitch, man. And I took that Spanish chick who I grinded with the red shirt, who had said peace out when she was sitting next to me with the Arab guy, right? And the guy who took pictures with me and Selena Gomez. I grinded with her. I'm like, fuck this bitch. I take the other chick I grinded with her grade 10. I remember that. Yeah. I mean, that's the guy, yeah. The guy who you saw, the Arab guy who sat next to me, he was a pretty good friend of mine too. We played football together. And the other guy who was wearing the black shirt, that's the guy who took pictures with you and Selena Gomez, right? Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez is what I'm talking about. Yeah, he took pictures with you guys, right? Yeah. You guys recognize that guy? Yeah, that's the guy, Darcy, who's a pretty good friend of mine, who took pictures with me and Selena Gomez, who made out with his, the girl he likes, friend, right in front of me. And yeah, I remember that. That's why I had a sad life. I mean, so every time I like the chick, bullshit happens, or I got caught, or I get cock blocked. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, enough's enough. I'm not gonna let my wife do my that, man. While I was a virgin throughout high school, and my 20s and my early 30s. Victoria Justice has been fucking guys for years. I'm not gonna let that woman do it, man. No way. I'm getting my girlfriend VJ. And if you're pissed off, I'm sorry, man. Karma's a bitch. There you go. And you can yell at me all you want and give me hell on VJ. I'm going to ignore you. I'm not gonna listen to you because you don't listen to me either. I keep telling you to stop fucking seeing the guys, man. You don't listen. I'm gonna keep seeing the chick too. I'm not listening to you. That's how it works. There you go. Can't be selfish. Don't hate me saying, yeah. I'm sorry. Ivan, who is it one chick you like the most in your life? The blonde chick. The blonde chick who wore the purple shirt when I was in grade 10. I had a huge crush on her. She's probably my biggest crush ever in my life. Besides VJ. I didn't know VJ was my wife back then. She was my biggest crush ever in my life, honestly. Yeah. But me and her did not work out. I never talked to her, obviously. I remember she kept telling her friends, yeah, Ivan says he likes me, he doesn't talk to me. She told all her friends, I remember that, yeah. I remember I used to write, sometimes I would write her on Facebook, and she would show all her friends what we wrote, what I told her, man. She fucking showed all her friends that, yeah, Ivan, the chick tells me you said this to her and everything. Yeah, she told all her friends. I don't know why she was bragging, because I'm why, obviously. Yeah. I remember I told one chick I liked her, and then the next day, it became news around the school. Everyone's like, Ivan, you like this chick? It was crazy, man. Yeah. Like, why is everyone making such a big deal of me liking this chick? And I don't know why it was all over the school. Because of why, man. I'm fucking why, man. I was the most popular kid in high school. Even though they didn't show it, I was obviously the most popular kid in high school. Because I'm fucking why. The whole school was stalking my fucking Facebook. Because why? Yeah, right, duh. Like, yeah, the whole world was stalking my Facebook. Yeah. Yo, Ivan was like the most popular kid in high school. Yes, I was. I was very popular in high school. It didn't really show it, but I obviously was the most popular kid in high school. I'm fucking why, man. I remember I used to do all this stuff like leave, never again. And then everyone at school would start copying. Everyone at school would copy my funny, because I was very funny in high school. I used to be funny and everything and make people laugh. Everyone would start copying my characteristics and my act. Everyone in school was copying it. Yeah, that's why I was very popular. Because I was I was a funny kid in high school. Very funny kid in high school. Everyone always laughed when I made all these jokes and facial expressions. Everyone would laugh and everything. Yeah, I was a naturally funny guy, yeah. Were you a funny kid in high school? Yes, I was. I was very funny. I was a funny kid in high school. Yes, I was. I saw your high school pictures. You look different now. Yeah, because my God gene did not really take up. I was growing. I was a kid. I was a 16, 17-year-old kid in high school. Now I'm 33. Like, my God gene did not really take effect until I got older. I started to become a lot more handsome in my 20s. As you guys saw when I started putting out my YouTube videos, that's when I got much more handsome, obviously, in my 20s. High school years, I was a handsome guy, but my God gene did not really take effect. Just like VJ's goddess gene did not really take effect until later in her years, too. VJ's harder than she even was in Victorious now, right? She looks a bit different. She's harder than she was when she did Victorious. Yeah. So, Sarah, shut this part off soon, guys. Before I start part 2, I'm gonna have to put my bike in the garage. I have to charge my electric bike. because my battery's low and I have to go to the pool place. My membership, I also have to, I have to go to the pool place and get my membership at the library, right? Yeah, in Elmer. Yeah. What would be the one thing you would change if you went back in time in high school? I'd be a better student. In high school, I was a horrible student. I skipped my classes. I didn't even do my homework, man. I was a horrible student. That's why I went to Adelaide. I did not initially graduate, guys. I had to go to Adelaide to finish my high school adult education. In Canada, I don't know what you guys call it in the States, but in Canada, we have something called adult education. So I had to go to Adelaide to finish my school. I did finish my school. I have my high school diploma. It's over there in the basement. And I did go to college twice, but I dropped out of college twice. I went to Algonquin College. I went there for one semester. I dropped out. I took police foundations, obviously. So I took criminology, psychology, sociology, all that stuff in college. Obviously. What courses did you take? I took English, psychology, sociology, criminology, and I forget the other courses that I took at Algonquin College. I don't remember. And I dropped out, but the difference is when I went to Algonquin in 2011, back in 2011, I did not take school. At first I was very serious, and after that I stopped taking school seriously. I eventually skipped my classes, and I ended up dropping out in 2011. And when I went to Heritage in 2017, for the first semester, I was a good student. I actually did all my homework. I studied for my tests and everything, but something told me something fishy was going on, because all my marks remained the same for all my classes after I did my exams. That's how I know those were locked on them. Obviously. I was supposed to do the co-op course for web design and graphic design, obviously. And the course I took at Heritage was a very, very good course. Some of those guys, they now have good paying jobs working for the government. They're making their $67,000 to $80,000 a year, even $100,000 a year with freelancing work. That was a good course I took, web design and graphic design, but it didn't work out because the doors were locked on me. I now figured it out. I now know why it didn't work out. The doors were locked on me. Yeah, the one thing I would change going back to high school, I wish I took school more seriously, and I wish I had a girlfriend, man, in high school. I never had a girlfriend in high school. I never even had a girlfriend in my 20s. But Victoria Justice has been fucking guys in their teens, 20s, even their 30s. I'm not gonna have that woman do, man. No way. I'm getting my girlfriend because you're pissed off. I'm sorry. Calm as a bitch. Ivan, you're crushing me. You crush me too. It goes both ways. It's not just about me making you happy. You have to make me happy too. You keep seeing the guys in front of my back. I'm going to get my girlfriend. I'm not going to listen to you when you're crying, man. You don't listen to me. I'm not listening to you. That's how it works. Don't hate me. Yeah. Sarah? You rejected a naked hot stripper. Yes, I did. The chick who wanted to have sex with me, she was hot. She was I don't know, an 8.5. She was a hot chick, man. She was a hot stripper, man. And you could tell she liked me a lot, because I remember I was sitting down at the bar. I'll tell you my story. I was sitting down at the bar. I went to the strip club in Ottawa, obviously. I was sitting down at the bar, and she came up to me. She started talking to me. I was talking to her, and I remember the other strippers were hitting on me, and she took my hand. She took my arm, and she wrapped her. You know when they wrap your hand around your arm, and she took my arm, she wrapped her hand around my arm like this while I was talking to her. It was fucking crazy, yeah, and I grind with her. She grinded with me. Yo, Ivan, I want to suck your dick so bad. I'm like, no, man. I'm like, no. She's like, come on. She's like, please. I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? Which means sex, obviously. If a girl wants to blow you, obviously, it means they want to fuck you, obviously. And there's another chick who wanted to suck my area, too, but she wasn't as hot. But I said no to her. That chick wasn't that hot, obviously. But the other chick wasn't attractive, a hot stripper, man. She was hot. You guys saw her. Holy shit, I mean, you're fucking crazy. You turned that woman down. Yes, I did. I turned an attractive stripper down, man. I said no. Yeah. As you know, I'm a holy good man. I'm a good man, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's why I believe this whole Jesus thing. Jesus similar to me. I believe Jesus was tempted and he had boners and everything, but he didn't do it because he's a holy man. Was Christian's take of the extreme where Jesus never even had a born? No, man. He was human. He was telling points that we are. He experienced what we experienced, man. Yeah. Hey, show my camera, guys. You guys will see part 2. Oh, hey, I'm saying. Who guys on the show about high inside life, right?